I made $4,600 trading the S&P 500 futures. Here's how I did it and how you can do it as well. So first things first, as always, let's look at my broker statement so you guys can see that I made $4,692 in 2 minutes actually. This was a very quick trade, and this trade happened yesterday. Today is currently the 23rd. I did not take any trades today. Really just didn't see anything today. When the market opened up around 9:30, I was looking for a retest of the New York Open. We never got that retest. We did reject a little bit from that previous New York Open, but I wasn't really interested in trading that. So for me, I didn't see anything that I liked today. So let's talk about yesterday's trade. Yesterday's trade, you guys know the setup by now, was a beautiful, beautiful break and retest to the upside. So let me, first things first, change this around a little bit, get this more accurate, show you guys exactly where I exited this trade. Perfect. Okie doke. And I can delete that one. That was the one I had up, but it was being covered by that other one. Perfect. So this was a nice break and retest to the upside. Now, I didn't enter this trade right when we retested. I actually waited for a little bit of confirmation. So I entered right at this candle, right at this 9:48 a.m. candle that I'm trying to get it on. Yes, right here. Main reason behind that is I wanted to see a little bit of bullish confirmation. So when we went down into the zone, I said, okay, we bounced. I wanted to make sure that we were actually going to move up and not just chop around. So I didn't enter here. I didn't enter here. I entered right here because once we stayed above the New York Open for about 5 to 10 minutes, I had that confidence that, okay, we are going to continue moving up. I entered right at this selling candle right here. So right at this little black candle, got in that trade, exited right about here actually, caught about 12 points on that trade. And my stop was actually just below this zone. Yeah, there we are. Perfect. Great trade. And the main thing that I want to stress is this was a pretty hard week to trade. There was not a ton of setups. We found this break and retest to the downside. That was on Tuesday. No trades on Wednesday for us. And then on Thursday, yesterday, we caught that beautiful break and retest to the upside. Now, the thing with trading, guys, is you are not going to get setups every day. You're just not. For a week, you might, but for a month, right? You're not just going to get set up. So you have to be patient. So many losses I see you guys taking are so preventable because you guys should just not even be trading. You just shouldn't be. Sometimes you guys just need to sit on your hands. Like today, I did not see any setups at all today. I didn't even really have this level marked out. I just had this level marked out because I was showing you guys the video. Every single day, I'm clearing my chart. So I had this up yesterday. So today I was putting this back, meaning this blue zone, because I wanted to show you guys this trade I took. But this is what my chart looked like this morning. Really nothing. I wanted to see us get that retest. We didn't get the retest. I also wanted to see if we could come hit this level to maybe get a rejection off of this high. We didn't get it. I didn't take any trades. Simple as that. I am going to show you guys a little bit about show you guys around our premium community for a little bit, because yesterday we were absolutely cashing in on that break and retest. You can see Mikhail made about $750 off of that. OGM made about $300. AJ took that break and retest. He made $740. My man, shout out AJ. Heatless he said he traded my setup and David's setup. So David trades NQ and I trade ES. So it's nice because if you're somebody who, you want to take my ES trades and you also want to take David's NQ trades, you can do that. This guy also took the break and retest. Beautiful. He also took that London rejection, rejection off the London high that we had yesterday. Boom. Easy, caught a beautiful break and retest to the upside. Cashing in as well. And then today, some people were able to find some trades as well, but not as many trades today. Really just not any setups today, guys. And you have to be in a place in your trading where you're not just forcing trades. If you're forcing trades, you are so behind. But if you do want to join Premium, you guys have 6 hours left before we go back to being a private community, meaning you have to get an invite to join. But if you're somebody who's watching this video and you're interested in joining, I'm going to show you around real quick. So the first thing that we have is the Premium chat. This is kind of like a general chat for really us to just talk about anything trading. Like some people are talking about, getting a job, trading with a job. Some people are talking about, just different things, different logistics about really the reality of trading, what it looks like. And then we also have asset-specific chat. So this is pretty much what it sounds like. The futures chat is where we talk about futures, options, crypto, memes. This is meme coins for those of you who aren't familiar. It's a specific type of crypto. We also have a daily watch list. So this is where we send out our key levels on SPY and on QQQ. And then we have a futures game plan, which is where I send out my ES trades. options alerts. So this is where we send out our options trades. Crypto alerts, crypto education. We have sentiment analysis. We have David's alerts. So David sends out NQ trades. Let me find an example right here. Boom, 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 just like that. And then today he wasn't able to find any entries, but you can see that he is constantly cashing in, right? He called these shorts right there. Boom, right? Then we have perpetual game plan and some more crypto stuff. This is all crypto, right? So we have a lot of crypto stuff, different styles of crypto. Some people like to trade meme coins. Some people like to trade with leverage. Some people like to trade on spot. So we really have anything for all types of crypto traders. Then we have the courses. We have the voice lounge, which is where people can pretty much just like hang out. Like you could come in here and talk with another trader. And then the live stream lounge, which is where I go live. So when I'm live in the live stream lounge. And I do have to stress, guys, if you do want to join, you have 6 hours left before we go back to being a fully private community. So I just wanted to put that out there. One of the main things and one of the reasons that people are able to see so much success in premium, and one of the reasons that people fail, is because you either have profitable information or you don't. If you do not have profitable information, which most of you watching this do not have, you are not going to be a profitable trader. You are not going to make money. You are not knowing what trades to take. You don't know what strategy to use. You don't know really anything. And the problem with most beginners is they have this mindset of like, okay, I'm going to learn through trial and error. That would be fine if we're talking about like skiing or basketball or something like that. But this is trading. Trial and error. Error means you lose money. So I do not understand why most people would rather lose a lot of money and learn through trial and error. And even after losing money, most of them are still not going to be profitable versus learning from somebody who already has profitable information, right? Joining a community, seeing the exact strategy that I use day in, day out, seeing the exact trades that I'm taking day in, day out. When you have profitable information, not only are you motivated to make money because you actually see that it's possible, but you have the actual system, you have the actual idea and the information that will help you make money, right? Like everybody who's making money in here, they're able to see our signals, they're able to see our strategy, they're able to see our analysis, so that's why they're winning. There's lots of people who are struggling and they're trading, the same exact time as us, they're trading the same asset as us, but they don't have profitable information. They're trying to do it all themselves, they're trying to watch all these different YouTube videos, and let me tell you guys, I spent so much time just doom scrolling YouTube, watching all these beginner tutorials, and I did not make any money. I did not make any money until I called up my godfather, who was a trader at Goldman Sachs, and I said, hey, what am I doing wrong? Please teach me your strategy. He taught me his strategy. I merged it with the strategy that I was using because he was trading a little bit different assets than I was, so I just adapted it over to futures. And then I started to make money, slowly but surely. And the second I started doing that, I realized why most people don't make money. Most people don't make money because they are arrogant. They think that they can do it all themselves. They don't want to, take advice from anyone. They don't want to take help from anyone. And that's how I was in the beginning. I was the same fucking way, guys. I was the same exact way. I didn't want anybody's help. I thought that I was so smart. And it wasn't until I was able to ask for help, put my ego aside, put my pride aside, that I was actually able to, one, start learning how to actually trade properly, and two, start making money. So I encourage you guys to ask yourself if you want to learn through, losing a lot of money, or if you want to join people who are already making money, already using a profitable strategy, and just learn from them and skip that learning curve. And when I say skip that learning curve, it's not just a learning curve like, okay, you're going to be spending a lot of hours studying like school. It's you are probably going to lose money. Like when you start and you have no idea what to do, you're not following anybody, you are very likely going to lose money. So that's why I created my community. I created my community because I wanted there to be pretty much the resource that I never had. I had my godfather. I had a couple communities here and there. None of them were great, but I wanted to combine really, really good strategy with the power of a community and being able to share it with you all. And that's why this business has grown. That's why my brand has grown. That's why my reputation has grown, is because I do what I say I'm going to do, right? Like the whole phrase, that's what we do. The reason everybody says it is because that's what we do. That's what we do just means we make money, right? People say, what do you do? We make money. So I encourage you all to just ask yourself, like, what route do you want to take? If you're serious about trading, do you want to actually learn from people who are profitable, or do you want to just lose a bunch of money and try to do it all yourself? And you're welcome to do either ways. I am just telling you from my personal experience and from everybody that I know who makes money as a trader, we follow what's already working. We might change it around a little bit. We might adapt it a little bit. We might switch it up a little bit, but our strategies and our trades are based on things that actually work. Most people gatekeep everything, right? That's how this trading industry works. So when you have access to something that's actually profitable and you're able to share it with people, people are able to see results. It's just the truth. But if you guys would like to join Premium, you can click the link in the description of this video, and I'll talk to you all quite soon. Peace out.